Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. In today's video, we are going to be answering the question, what is the best Pokemon card set to pick up right now? And that's going to be based on the value of these Pokemon card sets over an average of opening up 1,000 booster packs of all of these sets that you can probably find right now at your local card shop, if you can find them in your local card shop. And it's going to be based on the retail price of an Elite Trainer box, which is one of the most commonly purchased items from all of these sets. All of these sets have Elite Trainer boxes, which retail for $50 per ETB, and they come with 9 booster packs of their individual sets. So based on those numbers, we are going to take an average of what are the average pulls that you can pull after opening up 1,000 booster packs and see which sets are the best ones to rip open right now. Before we get started, I would like to thank Collector for sponsoring today's video. All the data that we pulled from today's video is based on our Collector data set. Collector now has tracking for all of your favorite Pokemon card sets. So you want to see the trends on how much Prismatic Evolutions is going up or down compared to Paldean Fates or 151, you can do that on the Collector app. They are a wonderful tool for tracking and managing your whole entire collection. If you're currently tracking your collection on spreadsheets or just keeping track of it inside of your head and you don't want to lose the numbers that you currently have on what cards you have inside of your collection, what cards are going up or down, the Collector app is a fantastic way to manage and track your whole entire collection. Check them out today and let them know that Jake sent you. If you'd like to see my whole entire collection showcase, which is available freely on the Collector app, you can click the link down in the description to see every single card inside of my collection, and feel free to send me a DM roasting me on the cards that I have or what cards you have that I don't. So thank you again to Collector for sponsoring today's episode. Starting off at last place for the worst pack to cost ratio that you can open up right now, we have ourselves Obsidian Flames. And the big reason for this is that Obsidian Flames does not have a lot of valuable pull. In fact, the most expensive card inside of Obsidian Flames is the Charizard EX, which is roughly going for right around $50 right now. So for you to make value from Obsidian Flames and you're purchasing yourself an Elite Trainer box, you have to pull yourself the Charizard EX inside of an Elite Trainer box, which is extremely unlikely. So looking at it right now, for every single dollar that you put into Obsidian Flames, you're getting back 21 cents, which means you're losing about 80% of the value on every single dollar that you put into Obsidian Flames, which is why it's the worst set to rip open right now. In second to last place, which is not that much better, we have ourselves Stellar Crown, which is a little bit unfortunate because I absolutely love opening up Stellar Crown. I have a lot of fun opening up this set. The biggest issue with Stellar Crown is very similar to Obsidian Flames. The top chase cards for Stellar Crowns are simply not that expensive. The most desirable chase card inside of Stellar Crown is the Squirtle Illustration Rare, which is also going for right around $50. On average, for every single dollar that you put into a Stellar Crown set, you are getting yourself roughly 25 cents back, which means if you're opening up $100 worth of Stellar Crown packs, you are roughly going to get yourself around $25 of value back from the cards that you pull from your booster pack. So it's not a very good pack to cost ratio. Next up, we got ourselves Scarlet and Violet base. Scarlet and Violet base has a lot of decent hits actually, surprisingly on this list, even though it's getting a little bit older. The top chase card from Scarlet and Violet base is the Gardevoir EX, which is one of my personal favorite chase card. But in terms of a pack to cost ratio, this is a pretty older set. A lot of the cards inside of it, most people either already have or don't want inside of their collection. Right now, looking at it from a pack to cost ratio, it has the exact same percentage of pull rate as Stellar Crown, so they are completely comparable. For every single dollar that you put inside of Scarlet and Violet base, you are roughly getting yourself 25 cents back. And this is assuming that you are purchasing and opening up Stellar Crown, Scarlet and Violet base booster packs at retail price. Next up, we got ourselves Paradox Rift. The top chase card from Paradox Rift is the Groudon Illustration Rare, which is roughly going for right around $70. It is not a bad chase card at all, but as you can see again and again, for the sets that are less valuable to open up right now, the biggest hindrance to them is the lack of valuable or desirable hits. For every single dollar that you put into opening up Paradox Rift, you are basically getting yourself 26 cents back, which is not much better than Obsidian Flame, Stellar Crown, or Scarlet and Violet base. In the next spot for one of the worst sets to open up for a pack to cost ratio, we got ourselves Temporal Forces. The best card inside of Temporal Forces is the Raging Bolt EX, which is currently going for roughly $80. It is quite desirable. I think it's a really cool card, but at $80, you really have to open up a ton of booster packs to pull yourself this card. And roughly right now, if you're opening up Temporal Forces, for every single dollar that you put into opening up this set, you are getting back yourself roughly on average 27 cents worth of value on the dollar. The next set up, and this one is really surprising, we got ourselves Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks being this low on the list, on the bottom half of the list, is actually quite surprising because a lot of people consider Surging Sparks one of the best value set to rip open right now. And the big reason for that is because it has a Pikachu chase card. The Pikachu Special Illustration Rare is actually one of the most expensive chase card that you can pull inside of all of the Scarlet and Violet era. And while there are some really decent chases inside of Surging Sparks, the odds of you pulling any of them are quite challenging. There's just many other special illustration rares or illustration rares that are just $5 or $10 that it really pulls down the average value of each booster pack. So right now, if you were to rip open Surging Sparks, you're roughly getting yourself 28 cents back on the dollar. That means for every single dollar that you put into spending on Surging Sparks, you're getting yourself 28 cents back. So a lot of these sets are very comparable on the pack to cost ratio. And the reason why Surging Sparks is more desirable than other sets is due to the high variance. Is that even though on average you don't really pull anything good, there is that epiphany of a top tier pull, is that you can pull yourself a $300 Surging Sparks Pikachu EX, and that is really, really awesome, right? On average, yes, you're going to pull yourself nothing good from Surging Sparks, but every now and again, someone pulls a $300 card, and holy mackerel, that is such a fun experience, which is why people desire Surging Sparks, is that the top tier cards inside of this set is so high. Next up, we got ourselves Twilight Masquerade, and very similar scenario to Surging Sparks. On average, Twilight Masquerade, for every single dollar that you put into it, you get yourself back 31 cents. So there are no Pokemon card sets that you make money from opening up packs. On average, if you open up any booster pack, you are going to lose value. But Twilight Masquerade, again, very similar to Surging Sparks, is actually quite desirable thanks to the top tier hit inside of it, which is the Greninja EX. If you pull yourself a Greninja EX, you're typically pulling yourself a $300 chase card, so the top side of it is just really, really awesome. Next up on the list, now we're moving on to the upper half of the Pokemon tier list. If you're looking on average, you would want to be on this side. Is that any of these sets that you can rip open right now are going to give you, on average, better pack to cost ratios and value back from the pulls than the bottom half of this list. On this side, we got ourselves Journey Together. Journey Together on average is currently going to give you back 34 cents for every single dollar that you put into the set, and that's mainly due to the on average value of this set is quite desirable. The top chase card is the Lily's Clefairy, which is actually not that expensive compared to the Greninja EX or the Pikachu EX inside of Surging Sparks or Twilight Masquerade. But on average, there's a bunch of really good middle of the road packs and pulls inside of Journey Together. On average, the pulls inside of Journey Together are going to be better than Surging Sparks or Twilight Masquerade. The top side, the best hit of a single booster pack from Surging Sparks or Twilight Masquerade is better, but on average, Journey Together from a pack-to-pack ratio is going to give you better value. And that's going to be really vary because right now, Journey Together is a new set, and a lot of the illustration rare prices from this set is dropping right now. Who knows where things go in a couple of months? It's very possible, as I continue to track collector set prices, in a couple of months, Journey Together's price is probably going to dwindle continuously to a point where it settles out, and it'll probably be lower than Twilight Masquerade or Surging Sparks. The next set up, we got ourselves Paldea Evolved, and this one is really high variance because on average, if you open up Paldea Evolved, you make yourself back 37 cents to the dollar. So every dollar you spend, you get back 37 cents. And that's really due to the top chase card of Paldea Evolved, which is the Magikarp Illustration Rare. It's currently going for $200. And if you grade it in a PSA 10, my goodness, the price on the PSA 10s are astronomical right now. So it has a very, very high-end variance. But the odds of you pulling yourself a Magikarp is incredibly low. There's just so many illustration rares inside of this set that it's really, really challenging to pull yourself the Magikarp illustration rare, which is the top chase card. And even then, still really high up on this list. Next up, we got ourselves a set that is quite surprising. I don't think most people expected this, and that is Shrouded Fable. On average, for every single dollar that you put into Shrouded Fable, you get back 40 cents on the dollar, which is one of the highest pack to cost ratio that we have for any sets on this list. And that's mainly because on average, Shrouded Fable gives you decent value. There's $5, $10, $15, $20 hits that you will pull quite often. The best hit of Shrouded Fable, unfortunately, is not that high. The most expensive card inside of Shrouded Fable is currently flipping between the Persian or the Pheasantipede SIR. And these cards are roughly going for right around $40 to $50 on any day. So the top chase card is simply not that expensive. So which is why a lot of people scoff at Shrouded Fable. Shrouded Fable is not a very popular set. And you can see if the top chase card is a Persian or a Pheasantipede, that's not quite exciting. However, if you were to rip open packs, on average, the pack to cost ratio of Shrouded Fable is one of the best one. So this is kind of a dark horse here. People really dislike Shrouded Fable. It's not that fun of a set, mainly because there aren't a lot of desirable Pokemon. There's no Lugia, Charizard, Pikachu inside of Shrouded Fable, but the packs do have decent value. So a very interesting juxtaposition. In fourth place, almost making it onto the podium as being one of the best sets to open right now, we got ourselves Destined Rivals, the newest set to be added to the Pokemon roster. It has a really solid pack to cost ratio. You are basically getting yourself 50 cents back for every single dollar that you put into Destined Rivals, which means if you put yourself $100 into Destined Rival, purchase yourself 2 Destined Rivals ETB at retail price, you are basically going to get yourself around roughly $50 worth of hits inside of your 2 Destined Rivals ETB, which is not bad. That is really good pack to cost ratio. The most expensive card inside of Destined Rivals is the Mewtwo, the Team Rocket Mewtwo, and it's currently going for roughly $350 to $400. So that is a really, really solid top tier chase. I think Destined Rivals will take a couple months for it to settle down in terms of cost. There's just a bunch of cards inside of Destined Rivals, and it's a very new set. So a lot of those cards are going to decline in price as people open up more and more packs. But no matter what, I think Destined Rivals will continue to stay as being one of the best sets to open. The top chase cards, even as they decline in value, will probably still remain in the $100 range. There's just no world where the Team Rocket's Mewtwo and the Cynthia's Garchomp is going to go below $100. So this set will remain as highly desirable even as the cards inside of it decline in value. It will remain competitive with Surging Sparks, Twilight Masquerade, Paldean Evolved, and all of these other decently valued packs to open up right now. Now, we are going to move into the cream of the crops. These are the best sets to open up right now from a pack to cost ratio. And if you have been in the hobby for a while, these are not going to surprise you. In third place as the best set to rip open right now, we got ourselves Paldean Fates. For every single dollar that you put into Paldean Fates, you are getting yourself back 51 cents on the dollar on average. Remember, this is an average. And the best hit inside of the set is the Mew EX, and it's quite expensive. The Bubble Mew is one of the most desirable and expensive chases inside of the whole entire Scarlet and Violet era. That's all the sets on this list, and it is a really cool chase. I think it's awesome. I think it's a really cool chase, and it's well deserving on this list. Even if you don't pull the Bubble Mew, which is the most expensive card, there's a bunch of other decent $70, $80, $50 cards inside of Paldean Fates that will make it a decent and fun experience for ripping open. And this is based on retail price, remember, so you have to be able to purchase ETBs or packs at retail price. Whether you're able to pick up packs of Paldean Fates at retail price, that's going to be the question. Can you open up or find packs at retail? That's going to be a huge challenge, but if you can, it is one of the best pack to cost ratios to open up at retail price right now. In second place, we got ourselves English 151. English 151 packs, and this is where things get crazy because remember, Paldean Fates, you are getting yourself back 51 cents on the dollar. For English 151, you are getting yourself back 71 cents to the dollar, which means if you open up $200 worth of English 151, you are basically getting back 70 cents to every dollar, which means if you open up $100 worth of 151, you're going to, on average, get yourself back $71 worth of value. There are some really cool chases inside of English 151, and the pulls come quite often. It has one of the best pull rates in terms of illustration rares and SIRs. They are good pulls. It is a good pull rate on average, and the Charizard EX, which is the top chase card, is currently going for $200, so there are still really awesome cards inside of this set. It is a good set to open. And you can still find English 151s at retail price right now, which is shocking to people. People like to attack me a little bit for it because they're saying, where can you find packs of it? But GameStop still do drops of English 151 every now and again. If you can find those packs at retail price, it is a fantastic deal, which is why people wait in line for hours to pick up Blooming Waters collection or Zapdos EX collection boxes that drop at GameStop throughout this month, the month that this video is releasing. And for first place, the best Pokemon card set to rip open right now from a pack to cost ratio for the most value back right now is Prismatic Evolutions. And this is based on you getting Prismatic Evolutions packs at retail price. If you can pick up Prismatic Evolutions packs at retail price, it is the best deal right now. From my personal experience, it has not been. I've ripped open 100 booster packs of Prismatic Evolutions, and I think my best hit has been a $6 card. So take it from me, averages can be quite misleading because yes, on average, Prismatic Evolution has the best pack to cost ratio, which is 75 cents. For every single dollar that you put into Prismatic, you are expected to get back 75 cents in value. But the truth of the matter is it's quite challenging, and that's mainly because of the amount of variances in the set, right? There will be someone that pulls a ton of value from Prismatic Evolutions, but on average, most people will lose value, right? And that's how Prismatic Evolution kind of feels for me, is that one person will pull a God Booster pack and get themselves $5,000 worth of value from Prismatic Evolutions. And for the vast majority of people, you're going to get back probably 5 cents, maybe 10 cents worth of value from your $100 or $200 that you put into Prismatic Evolutions. So the averages of Prismatic Evolutions is very misleading, but it is a fantastic chase, which means if you are out there looking for the rush of pulling yourself a God Booster pack or pulling yourself a very valuable SIR, then this set is it. Prismatic Evolutions is the most desirable and highly valued set right now on the secondary market. You can see the prices on those packs. They are very expensive, and that's baked into the fact that this set has a ton of value. 75 cents to the dollar on a retail price ETB is a fantastic deal. If you rip open 19 out of 20 ETBs, you're probably going to lose value out of those 19 ETB, but the 20th ETB that has the right SIR or the right God pack is all the value of those 20 ETBs. So this is a really interesting case study on the value proposition of opening up Pokemon cards, is that yes, Prismatic Evolution has the best pack to cost ratio right now. If you're looking for it, it is a fantastic deal right now at retail price, and we all know that. So get out there, get hunting. Let me know what your thoughts are on these sets. This makes total sense to me. The top sets in terms of value are definitely some of the special sets that the Pokemon Company has been releasing. Prismatic Evolutions, 151, Paldean Fates, Destined Rivals. Nothing here really surprises me. The most surprising one is probably Shrouded Fable, since a lot of people don't really like Shrouded Fable, again, because it doesn't have a big chase card inside of it. But not having a big chase card can be quite misleading as well, as long as there are some decent chases along the way. Thank you so much for watching. Get hunting. Let me know what your best hits are, and I'll see you guys next time.